What do you think? I've changed a few things again. I'm always changing everything. What can I say? Um, I've been busy. I have been busy. I went to a movie which I wanted to tell you about. Daddy's Home, I think is the name of it, with Will Ferrell and stuff. And the thing was, I really liked that movie, and I think in a way it would be a good lesson for people to see what being a being in a blended family was like from the parents' side of the picture. You guys are just a little bit. There we go. I always see these step family, blended family things, and you usually see it from the kids' point of view. And this time it was more the parents' point of view, or in this case, the dad's. And there was a big competition between the dads. And this one dad, he was like, "I want my kids, I want my family, I want." And it didn't turn out the way he thought it should. He more or less won the battle, but he lost the war. It's one of those things. Um, just for your information, having a blended family is the hardest thing ever to have. You got kids that are not yours, and you have parents that aren't yours, and you have two sets of rules, and you got one parent trying to win over the other, the kids, and the other parent trying. It was a competition, it was like it was clear competition from the beginning in that, and showing each other up, and it's always like that. It's just different, and it was just hard, and I ended up being a stepmom, but I tried not to be like that. I tried to do what was right for the kids. I tried to, do it your, crafts and stuff like that. But it wasn't a case of trying to show anybody up. It's just kids need to be active. They need to be, they need a lot of attention. I tried to give them the attention that they needed. Simple as that. And I did try very hard to have uh, for them to have a good relationship with their parents, and not just me, but with their dad, who I'm with, and their mother, who's with someone else. And that's kind of how this movie was. Is Will Ferrell's character was trying to welcome in the dad, but the dad was being competitive in stuff, and Will Ferrell's like friendly fences, and I'm like, well, I don't know about friendly fences. I just know that I'm tired of the fucking fighting. I've had to do some pretty creative, not so nice things just to stop the fighting. The fighting drove me nuts. I don't like to fight. I don't want to have anything to do with fighting. Don't go there. But my biggest concern raising the kids was their welfare. That's pretty much it. I could care less about all the adults. I was more focused on the kids, make sure their welfare was done. But if you want to see a pretty good movie about the blended family issue, I really like that movie. I think it gave the more comical side of it, but it did hit a lot of the points of what it's like to have a blended family and the frustrations and stuff. Of course, in the end, being a movie as it is, it worked out for them where the dads finally got along with each other. An interesting twist happened at the end, which I thought was hysterical. And just remember that, be careful who you try to piss off, because there's always someone better than you. Anyway, that's a movie I would suggest. What else was I doing today? I finally got my calendar all caught up. Um, my calendar, and I went through it for the whole year and wrote down when I'm supposed to do my YouTubing, when I'm supposed to do my videos, birthdays, um, various projects that I want to work on that has to be done at a certain time. So I got that done, and I got me a book to help me with my weight loss because I want to get that other 100 pounds off. You know, I still got another 100 to go. And so one of my frustrations, I lost like 100 pounds, gained about 20, and the big problem was is last year I was in this competition. They kept saying, well, you need to eat 1,500 calories. Well, I tried and gained weight. Then I talked to my doctor about it. He says, well, make it 1,200 calories. Well, at least I wasn't gaining weight, but I wasn't losing any either. So, and what helped me lose weight was to keep it around 900 calories. But, you know, it's like, well, you got to eat this, you got to eat that, you got to eat the other. And I can't eat everything and still keep it within my 900, especially when I got the prescription stuff to take. So, what I did is I went, as you know, I like to spark people, and in there they have menus. And so what I did, and fighting with that menu online drove me nuts, just putting it out there. So what I did is I took the whole menu and I wrote it all down. Just like that. Just wrote all the stuff down. And so what I do every morning is I get a little piece of paper and I write down the first three things is my shake, my food bar, and my coconut water. I have to have those three items right off the bat. And then I go on to Spark People and I log that in, and then I start going through my list of foods, and I'll pick one out and I'll log it, and then I write it on my little list. And then I'll pick the next one, write it on my list. And I try to be, you know, kind of logical, you know, about, you know, making sure I got a protein in there, make sure I got vegetables, some fruit, grains, you know, that kind of thing. So, and then so by the time I'm done, I got a little list that looks something to this effect. And then as the day goes by, I cross off whatever as, you know, as I eat it. And I still have milk and a food bar to go. And it's 6:25 and cutoff time is 7. So I better hurry up and get those in. But I don't feel like eating because I'm full. And then what I've been doing, of course, is write it down in my book as to what time, because that's the other problem I've been having is what time do I write, what time have I been eating. And so I've been just going by, and I can't do it all online. So this kind of makes it easier because I write it down at the time I eat it, when I, you know, what I'm eating, when I'm eating, and then at the end of the day I can go online, log everything, I'm done, we're good to go, that kind of thing. And oh, I got another water. OCD. Anyway, so I got that done, and then the other thing I did is I've been working on a list. I have on my board here, I have little sticky notes all over it on both sides, stuff, goals, that kind of thing. But this is my list of to-dos. I got a list there, I got a list right there, and so I got, there you go. Anyway, so what I'm trying to do is go through all my paperwork and make sure I got everything done, because the only time I can do my paperwork is when it's cold outside. And I got a lot of paperwork, I got housework to do, I got projects, I got business things that I'm trying to get with certain YouTubers with to promote things that I've been trying to do. And I just finally, hallelujah, found YouTubers in Aurora, Colorado. I have been looking everywhere for YouTubers, and in Colorado at all, just YouTubers. And the ones that I do find, I'm messing up my hair, aren't I? The ones that I do find live so far away, you know, and they're just, you know, kind of, you know, wishy-washy type of YouTubers. Not that they're bad, they just not into it like I am, and I'm trying to get somewhere with it. So I finally found some, and they just emailed me back and said, yes, we're there. And I'm like, so hopefully soon, I will start moving forward on that. So I'm excited about that. I'm trying to think of anything else I've been doing. I bought some cards for my YouTube friends, and I got a filing box here with addresses for my YouTube friends, and trying to find some classes I can do. And we switched gyms. My son cannot go to the gym that we've been going to because it's on a military base, and my son's military contract ended on Friday. So we have to go to another gym that's not on the base, and we're like, well, where we're going to go? And he's like, well, you don't have to register. And I says, well, you don't understand. You're my ride. If I took the bus, yes, I could take the bus out there, but it's like $3 a ride. So you're talking 3 up, 3 back. There's $6, and just to get there and back. And I go like 5 days a week. That's 4 days a week to that gym, and so that's kind of a problem. And so we found one of those $10 a month type gyms. Nothing fancy, but I really like this gym. We've only been there for 2 days. The first day, my frustration was it has a big movie theater type of thing, but you have treadmills and bikes and what are those, ellipticals and stuff. And so you're in there trying to work, and the only problem is it's a bit dark, so it's kind of hard to see the board, even though they do have some light shining on it. So the first day, I just more or less spent the whole time in there just trying to figure out how to do what while I'm in there, which was awesome. Today I spent an hour and a half in there, and once I got my steps up to where I wanted them to be, then I went to go check up on my son, which my son liked, because at the old gym the building was huge, and so the ellipticals upstairs on this side, the weights are downstairs on that side, you got a gym in between on the bottom, you got a track upstairs above the gym, you got your exercise weights, workout weights on around the gym, and my son's weights and my weights are 2 different sets of weights. So it's just kind of frustrating trying to get all that worked out. Well, what we finally ended up doing in this gym, it's just one big room with all the weights. There's no track. There's all kinds of machines, you name it. There's even rowing machines. There's a little walkway thing there. Ropes that you flip, do this thing with. I don't understand what that is. But anyway. And they have one little section that is just for women. They have one that's kind of like what Mel and Melissa and Phil, that's what I want to say. They had a deal where you punch in what kind of exercise you want to do at the gym, and then you can do that there. They have a little area for the kids. Everybody's just, can we help you type of thing. So today I went in, did my hour and a half on the treadmill, and then I came out. My son's still working out, so I said, okay, show me what you want me to do. So he had me doing weights. He's a muscle guy, kind of like a bodybuilder, and so he had me working out with weights there with him, and it was kind of fun. And so far we like it. It's only $10 a month. It beats taking the bus out to the base and back. However, I did sign up for that challenge, and I'm hoping and praying that the challenge classes are at a time where I have a car and I can get out there and not have to take the bus. What else have I got going? Yeah, the fitness challenge is Fitness 16. It starts on February, and I weigh in on February 1st at 8:30 in the morning. And let's see. So that's a 10 to 12 week thing. I think it's 10 weeks this year. And so I got that going. And I have an idea. Shay, I don't know if you got his new book. I had his new book. It was here. Anyway, Shay and his son have a book out called Fat Dad, Fat Kid, which I've been reading, been following along on the videos. And there's a Gavin's tip of the day, and there's a recipe and that kind of thing. And so I'm kind of thinking about doing some sort of video in relation to that, and try to keep the momentum going for myself as well as anyone else who happens to be watching these videos. I want to make some changes this year, some big changes, and so those are my starts, and I'm hoping that everything moves forward like it's supposed to. So what New Year's plans do you guys have? What have you established so far? What have you still need to go? Mine is continuing. It's not, oh, this is what I'm going to do this year and not do it. It's what I've been doing since 2013 successfully, and then 2014 we had a little bit of a hiccup, and in 2015 we're just not having much luck. But I was still going forward. I was still making changes, even though not all of them had to do with weight. We had a bunch of construction work going on outside, and yours truly is doing it with these two hands, and work around the house, trying to get things cleaned up, changing my look a little bit. I should probably do a video because I have changed my hair so many times. And I've been going to the dentist getting dental work done, because doing the videos I couldn't stand to look at myself because I couldn't stand the way that my teeth looked. And it's not that I want perfect teeth, but they were obviously not healthy teeth. So been going to the dentist. I finally had enough money where I could go to the dentist. My husband got insurance. Figured I'd get it out of the way. So it's continuing from previous years, and hopefully we'll get a whole lot more done, and I'll get somewhere that I really want to be in all of this, because I feel like it's getting close. I'm getting scared. I tend to back off when I'm scared, and that's where I need to make some changes too. So wish me luck. Hope you all are doing well, and take it easy. Night.